Hey, what's up guys? I am back. I was on break, went down to San Diego. I'm currently in my spring break, so I took a little time off. I hope it didn't bother you. It turns out, however, that a lot of stuff was going on the Total War front. CA has announced a lot of great stuff. So before I left, obviously I reported on the Hannibal at the Gates DLC, mentioned that it's looking awesome. They've released some more screenshots of the map and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I'll link that below. Some more updates that have come out is they added new units to the Carthage roster. I'll have a video on that next where I play a multiplayer battle using those units. Anyways, the biggest update that I want to talk about is the Seasons and Wonders update. So this is basically CAA giving us some free LC, adding to the game, the base game. Now, we did see Seasons when it came to Caesar and Gaul. That was great. It wasn't added to the main campaign. Some modders were sort of able to implement it, but never really true Seasons. All they could do was add an overlay effect, which changed the sort of the hue and saturation of the campaign map, but you never had dynamic weather like snow and the changing of the trees, and it wasn't really tied to the battlefield map. So now that's going to be for free. It's going to be implemented, so we're going to be seeing that. Which I think is great. It'll make those 4 turn per year mods that people have been doing just that much more immersive because you can there drag out the seasons. It'll be great. The way it works now is essentially each season you'll cycle through it every year. Onto the Wonders, they're going to have a new update for Wonders. So a lot of them, were already on the map, but they weren't all readily accessible, and not all of them were actually made in game. So the additions here are going to be the Pharos of Alexandria, the lighthouse, the famous lighthouse. The Colossus of Rhodes can be visited. The Colossus of Rhodes is actually pretty cool. It's made from the melted remnants of siege engines. So Rhodes was put under siege by, I believe, a Greek commander, and he came in. It was a really famous siege. The commander there tried to besiege it. He failed, and in celebration for the victory, the Rhodians took all the remaining siege engines that he left behind, melted them down, and created this celebratory Colossus. So that's the story behind it. It was later destroyed in an earthquake. You'll also see the mausoleum of Halicarnassus, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, Bam Citadel, the Oracle of Amun-Re. So a bunch of these things are very cool, and you can find them on the campaign map, and they're more properly indicated, so you don't have to go around digging for them as much as before. CA also announced that there's touchscreen support for Rome 2 on various devices. I think that's cool. More tweaks here and there for modding and whatnot. One of the changes to modding as well that they implemented is now when you launch the game, instead of just being able to play your mods, what do I call it? Not the taskbar, but basically Rome 2 is going to check if those mods are updated. If they're not compatible with the current version of Rome 2, it won't let you play them. So that's CA trying to make sure that people have legitimate complaints with the patches, because what happens right now is a lot of these mods are incompatible with patches because they haven't been updated properly, and so CA gets a lot of false flags in terms of performance. So by doing this, CA is going to be able to notify you that, hey, your mod is going to cause issues. Now, you can't play the mods even if they're outdated. You have to just click through some settings in order to do that, but by default they'll be separated. So I think that's a cool, cleaner way to do this. And they've also added the ability to stream via Twitch, TV support, so that's cool. Lots of new things for free that CA is adding. So all in all, I think this is very cool. And yeah, I think it's very exciting to see this. So hopefully we'll be, seeing more and more of this free content coming in, adding more to the main campaign, and especially hopefully they'll implement new politics system and stuff that they discover in these new DLC things like Caesar and Gaul and Hannibal at the Gates. Hopefully things that work and new things that they change, those will be implemented. So for instance, I heard that they may be changing some stuff in terms of capture points and various other small tweaks. So that's all for the best of Rome 2. Anyways, that's going to be it for this quick update video. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoy, and stay tuned for that video on the Carthaginian changes to the roster. Also, they've changed some of the tweaks to how skirmisher units work, so that'll be all coming soon. Anyways, see you guys next time. Peace out.